As I continue work on the ER album, which of course I'm very excited about and looking forward to getting that released for you later this year, I'm working on a song right now. It's called Maniacal Disease. Basically, it's about living with a serial narcissist my entire life. So a lot of that chaos and anger and aggression and gaslighting and all that stuff is talked about in the song. But there's a section, the middle section of the song is the solo section, but this is where it has a dynamic dip. And I wanted to bring back something that I used to do a lot when I started playing guitar, and that was playing with delays. And that's something that I was exposed to. Probably, I would say the most prominent artist who exposed me to doing delays was jazz fusion violinist Jean-Luc Ponty. He has a piece called No Strings Attached. And get this album. It's Jean-Luc Ponty live. No Strings Attached is on the, well, of course I say on the second side of the album. If you buy the vinyl, if you get the CD, I guess it doesn't matter. But it's such a great piece. And listening to that, and when he did it back in the day, there were no digital effects, right? Everything was analog. And I think at that time, he probably was really one of the first who had something that was digital, because back when you were listening to guitar parts that were delayed, you hear the original dry signal on, let's say, the left channel or the left side, and then you'd hear all the delay, the delay part of it on the right channel. So it would be like bump, 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 right? So you have bump, 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 bump. Okay, so that pretty much was it. Now there were devices like the Echoplex, something that Brian May of Queen used a lot. And he does this great solo in the tune Brighton Rock, which check that out. It's on the album Sure Heart Attack, which has Killer Queen on it. A huge hit, obviously, for them way back in the 70s. But, the Echoplex was something that was done. Led Zeppelin, of course, used it a lot. I mean, there's a lot of bands who used Echo. But what was cool about Brian May, of course, is that he would solo over the delay. And that was something that Jean-Luc Ponty did. And when I had a chance to see Jean-Luc Ponty play live, I mean, that freaking blew me away. I went to his concert. I was in 10th grade, I think. I went with a friend of mine who had to drive because I couldn't drive. And we had these great seats. We were like center, right? Center. This is at the Greek Theater in LA. Not a huge place, but it's an outdoor theater. And it was the perfect spot because when he played that No Strings Attached section where he just does solo violin and he's delaying and doing all this cool stuff, and there's phase shifters and all this crazy stuff going on, sitting center and hearing the delay ping-ponging back and forth from left channel to right channel to left channel to right. I mean, it was like freaking amazing because, again, at that time, there really wasn't a digital delay that was available to musicians on a consumer level, or maybe they were just starting out to come out with those kind of things. So very influential for me. And that was something that I really got into. So I thought, okay, I'm maniacal. I want to bring back doing some of that delay stuff. So I'm going to play you just a clip. Again, the song is still in the works, but this will at least give you an idea of what I was doing and what I am going to be doing for this song. So here's a piece of the middle section and some of the guitar delay. Let's see if you can check this out here. Solo comes in. So that was something that just I wanted to bring back and do because I had a lot of fun doing that. And I used to play it a lot. Didn't really use it in the band that I was in at the time because we were just a rock band and it just didn't fit. They weren't into that deep, moody, cinematic, progressive stuff that I was in. So, as we got ready for rehearsals and stuff, I used to mess around with that. So let me play along with this just to show you what I do delay-wise. I'm going to back that up just a tad and get this on. Let's see if this is fired up. Ah, there it is. Okay. So we'll check this out. I'll play along with this piece of the song in the solo. So here we go. Anyway, so that's how the solo is going to be in Maniacal Disease. Again, it's fun to do those kind of solo things. And back in the day, like we didn't have loopers, right? You have loopers now. You can buy a looper pedal. I have a Kemper unit which has a looper built in. There's a lot of effects that have loopers in it, and like for me, I do have a looper pedal, and I started using it, but it just didn't feel right. Maybe I'm just too old school. I don't know. And loopers are great, especially if you're a solo artist. I got a friend of mine who gigs around town out here in Arizona, and he's a one-man band. He has a little drum machine thing, but he creates all the parts with the looper. So he'll do the bass line and then a rhythm guitar line, and maybe if there's another guitar line, he'll do it, and then he plays along with it and sings, and he does his thing. So that's where loopers really come in handy. But for me, I like playing with my musicians in a full band, and if I'm doing delay stuff, I'd rather just do it this way with a pedal or an effect, and to create the harmonic and harmony sounds that I want to create, and where I can play them or record them, or I can obviously pull it off live. But yeah, I mean, like I said, loopers are cool, but not really something that I really got into. But anyway, super excited about just getting this song done, doing these effects, and just getting the album done, right? So excited about that. And I'll keep you posted on what's going on with the ER album. We got at least 3 singles for the album lined up for release before we release the album. The first song is going to be coming up in just a few weeks. Again, I'll be announcing about that as well. Like and subscribe, follow, and hit the notification bell. Do all those things because I want to take you on the Laire journey, of course, with ER, the creation of that, and just a lot of really cool things going on. And then next year, fingers crossed, we're able to go on tour. All right, my friends, thank you so much. Again, a quick reminder, when you are out and about in the world, smile at a stranger, all right? Say hello to them, because that small gesture of kindness can make all the difference in the world, so be a life changer. Have a great week, my friends. We'll be talking to you on the next edition of Raw and Unfiltered.